Hello. The Conjuring movie came out in 2013 and tells the story surrounding a seance performed by Ed and Lorraine Warren in the Perrin family home. The story told was stretched for the big screen, but one piece of information rings true. Spirits do reside in the house. How do I know this, you ask? Because I've met them. I recently took a road trip to Rhode Island to visit the Conjuring House. While I was there, I experienced some incredible things. To get some things out of the way, my reason for visiting the house. I decided to take this trip to the Conjuring House after watching Sam and Colby's videos visiting the residence. They've gone several times throughout the years,
What are you doing pouring
and
Powerade in
recently
there?
spent an entire week there just this past summer. Their experiences are unlike any other I've seen, but not unlike the one I witnessed.
What am I even saying?
Many of their experiences were very similar to my own.
Oh, I know I'm not about to grab a
which you'll soon
monster.
see for yourself.
Ew.
Just to be clear, I will be using some of their videos, their pictures, their words, because they can tell it better than I can. And I cannot emphasize this enough that I am not a professional.
Yeah,
this
no
was my
kidding.
very first paranormal investigation. So everything that you see and hear in this video is an amateur's work, and nothing more, but probably less. So, with that in mind, let's begin.
Finally, it's been a whole
Unfortunately
minute.
for all of you, I do not have any videos of my time at the Conjuring
What?
home.
Boo.
We were not allowed to film inside the house during investigations, but we were allowed to record audio, which I will be playing for you throughout the video. I apologize that I don't have videos of our equipment working because that would obviously help you believe a lot more. During our investigations, I recorded several hours worth of communicating with the spirits, some of which are in this little notebook right here. Now there isn't much in this notebook. In fact, I only ended up writing within one page.
Try that again.
But that's because so much was happening that it would have been frivolous, frugalrous to be wasting my time writing in a notebook rather than talking with the spirits themselves. Just for your information, this audio that I will be showing you was in fact recorded on my old iPhone 7. And while we're on the topic of equipment, let's get into the ghost hunting kind, shall we? This is an EMF meter. It shows spikes in electromagnetic fields caused by spirits, and sometimes wiring in phones and other electronics. It should be noted that all phones were set to airplane mode during investigations to minimize interference. This next piece of equipment is the REM pod. It lights up and emits a sound when something gets close enough to or touches its antenna. We also used cat ball toys that lit up. The purpose for these is that the spirits can touch them and cause them to light up. Similarly to the cat balls, we used maglite flashlights. The trick with these flashlights is that you twist them ever so slightly between on and off so that a spirit can just go up and tap it. This gives them an opportunity to interact with us. We also used a dots projector, but as far as I'm aware, nobody had any luck getting it to show anything.
Try again.
We started off the evening by
There we go.
getting a tour of the property, both inside the residency and outside on the property. And afterwards, we started our first investigation in the seance room.
Ooh,
It's the room where Ed and
spooky.
Lorraine Warren held their seance in the 70s. For a more detailed history, I very much recommend watching Sam and Colby's videos of the Conjuring House and their experience. They're very insightful, they have wonderful content, and they actually include the history unlike I am. For your own sake, I think it's only fair that I warn you now about some of the spirits that we'll encounter during our investigations. Abigail Arnold, the matriarch of the home. Abigail was the mother of several children back when she lived on the property when it was known as the Arnold Estate. She is known to be somewhat of a protector of investigators and helps to warn them of more sinister spirits like the trickster. The trickster likes to be found mostly in the basement and likes to trick. Sometimes this spirit will mimic people or items, objects that make noise, which happened to us, and you'll soon hear about it. The trickster enjoys frightening others and draws energy from their fear. Now, the only time that we had an instance of the trickster mimicking something actually happened to us before we started our first investigation. Our tour guide Brian was setting up equipment throughout the house, and we heard a REM pod going off. Now, this wouldn't have been a big deal. You know, there's spirits in the house. Sure, the equipment might go off before we actually start an investigation. That's very possible. But none of the REM pods had been set up. They were all still turned off on the equipment table. But we were hearing REM pods from above us, upstairs, as well as below us, downstairs, the place that the trickster is most likely to be found. And depending on who you asked, we heard it from different locations. Personally, I heard it from upstairs. Others heard it from downstairs. People couldn't agree where it came from. Sam and Colby had a very similar mimicking experience with one of their voices. I'll play that clip for you right now.
Seek! Seek! How is it echoing like that far away?
It's coming from behind you.
Really? I hear it over there.
Now, I don't have the audio of the trickster mimicking a REM pod noise, but as you'll hear later in this video, they are very distinct and could not be mistaken as some other household object. Now, on to the first investigation. We started off in the seance room, appropriately enough, and we had the most luck with our EMF readers. Here's how it went.
And you want to communicate and let us know that you're here, you can turn on one of these lights. You know how they go orange and green and yellow. You can make them light up. I have one over here. I got a friend holding on. There's another one back on over there. And I also have my mag light, the flashlight you like to play with, the torch. Right now, I'm going to knock on a wall. If anybody wants to knock back,
My thing's going off a little bit.
So is hers.
Yeah,
there it is. Thank you guys, you're here. I'm going to knock on a wall. If you want to knock back, let us know that you're here. Feel free. I'm going to clap too, if you guys want to clap back. And I'm going to knock on the wall again.
Oh,
Oh.
hello.
Oh
wow.
Is that you knocking
Oh.
back?
Thank
Same
you.
time.
Was it same time
It
again?
still is
Yeah,
the
it's
same time, yeah.
time.
Knock again, maybe?
Are you responding to my knocks? I'm going to do it again.
Oh, wow.
Thank
Same
you.
time.
Same time.
Yeah.
So you are responding to the knocks. If you need to use some of our energy tonight in order to do things or to knock or to do anything to interact with us, we all give you permission to do that. That's fine. Thank you for lighting the flashlight.
Oh, damn.
Thank you very much.
Oh, hello again.
Did yours go
Mine's
off?
going
Oh.
Yeah.
Abigail,
Yeah.
thank you for being here, Abigail. That's
Oh, it's
Abigail. Thank you so much for coming. So I'm going to knock again. And if you want to knock back or if you want to use the lights, feel free.
Oh.
no.
Dude.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh my god, what are you doing, dude?
After our time in the seance room, we decided to go to the basement, and then we went upstairs as well, and we did investigations in both places as a group with our guide Brian. Neither was very eventful for the audio that I recorded. I tended to wander off on my own or sit in an area without much equipment, trying to get other things to react. So I'm going to skip ahead to after these investigations, when we were allowed to go on our own throughout the property and investigate wherever we'd like to. If you have any interest in hearing those investigations, there will be a link below in the description to a video of just the plain audios that I have recorded. Now, before I get into the investigation that I conducted personally, I have to tell you about a few more things. While going over ghost hunting equipment with us, our tour guide Brian taught us how to use dowsing rods. And by taught us how to use them, I mean he used them and I still cannot use them. But he showed us how to indicate yes and no with them with the help of spirits. That way the spirits could answer questions for you. One question that he asked was if there was anyone in the room with whom the spirits wanted to talk to tonight. They pointed to me. I know that I'm the main character in everyone else's life, but I was not ready to be the main character in the afterlife as well. I had just been giving the Conjuring version of the Disney Fast Pass, and I was intending to use it.
Hey, that was a good
One
joke.
thing that happened that evening that I've yet to mention happened before our first investigation at the beginning of our tour of the property. We were standing around in a circle in the seance room, I behind the couch to their left, when I felt something press up against my leg. This was a ghost hand. Now I know what you're thinking. It could have been anything. Maybe you brushed the wall, maybe it was your pant leg brushing against your skin, but it wasn't. And how could I be certain that it was real? Well, why don't I just ask whoever did it?
Abigail, if that's you, can you turn off the flashlight for me?
Thank you, Abigail.
Thank you for being down here with me. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be talking with you. Just to make sure I can confirm that. If Abigail, if this is you talking to me, can you turn that flashlight back on for me? If this is Abigail talking to me, can you turn on the flashlight again? Am I still talking to somebody? Is there anybody in the room with me? If there isn't, oh, hello. Hi, thank you for turning the flashlight on. I appreciate that. The flashlight's flickering just a little bit. Abigail, is that you? Can you turn off the flashlight if it's you, Abigail? Thank you. Awesome. That's the second time you've done that for me, answering to Abigail, so I'm going to assume that you're Abigail that I'm talking to. If you touched me upstairs earlier in the seance room, can you turn the flashlight on? Thank you. Thank you. I thought I was touched earlier. I wasn't sure. Thank you for turning the flashlight on.
If you still don't believe that a spirit touched me, perhaps it would help you to know that somebody else has been touched in nearly that very same spot before. In one of Sam and Colby's videos, they showed one of their friends, Bella, being touched by Abigail Arnold in almost the exact same spot that I had been standing.
Dude, she's literally right here. There's 30 of these.
I just felt something like
On your leg?
touch me twice. And U, A, B, C, touched.
Touched.
You touched Bella?
No fucking way.
I think at the very least, this shows that it's pretty likely that this is real. After this investigation that I performed alone with the flashlight in the basement, a few friends joined me from the group, and we decided to use the Estes method. The Estes method is a sensory deprivation technique in which somebody listens to radio frequencies, usually while blindfolded and with headphones on, so that they can hear nothing and see nothing. All that they hear is the radio frequency that they're listening to. With the Estes method, there are usually more people in the area who are asking questions and talking to the spirits, and then they use the radio frequencies to communicate through the person listening to them. Here's a short example from one of Sam and Colby's videos.
We're gonna go to the woods.
Back there. Yeah, back there, dude.
Can you tell us what's out there for us?
Look out.
That's all they say.
Usually the Estes method is used with a spirit box. Now during this investigation, we actually had a phone that was using a spirit box-like app, as well as an actual spirit box that someone was listening to. Here's how that investigation went. And I think you'll find that it was a bit more shocking than we expected it to be.
Listen,
Vermont.
church, dead of night, 7 feet of water.
Suitcase. Was there a suitcase found in the river by the church in Vermont?
It's in the river now.
So it's a suitcase in a river
Freezer.
near a church.
Just like that. Attention, please.
Okay. So it's a suitcase.
This is how you'll find us. I will be there.
There's no way this
Journey takes precedence.
This might be out there, but what if a girl is dead in a suitcase in a river? That's what I was kidding. Yeah.
So much pain. This shouldn't be public. Wait, no, they must know.
There was a girl found dead about a month ago in the river in a container.
Died here.
Can they not find your killer?
None.
Did you go missing?
Forecast. It slipped. Okay.
Wait, what were y'all saying? Sorry. What was she saying?
Step off the structure.
Did you slip off something into the river?
If you slipped off something in the river, though, how did you end up in a box or a
No,
suitcase?
the story I'm reading right this second, the girl slipped and fell into a river. And like there was like crazy rain that day, and that's what caused her to slip. Like,
You slipped.
Pray for me.
Alright, do you want me in the box? I'm getting in. I'm playing your game with you.
Like a child.
Can the guy get out of the box now?
Bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
keep quiet.
It's a common thing I get told.
French fries.
French fries.
Sherman?
Oh, Bathsheba Sherman? Approaching. Bathsheba Sherman's approaching?
This is the craziest shit I've ever experienced. I mean, in a good way. I mean, not in a bad way.
That's spooky.
Yeah.
It is spooky,
You're
but it's
very
really
scary.
cool.
Is this the trickster telling us to shut up? Oh, you're
shit.
playing tricks on us again.
Bomb.
Yeah, no.
No.
Bomb is scary.
Bomb is scary, but we would rather not.
Tub?
Do you want one of us to get in the tub with you? Are you being funny again?
Mateo can get in the tub with you. There'll be blood and pee?
Oh, that's
Mom just said she would pee.
You have to get me on camera.
Oh, okay.
Would you like us to take your picture?
Oh yeah.
We got you.
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna take your picture, okay? Try to make yourself visible if you can.
Oh, there's a cat outside.
Is that a real cat?
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Alright, but that had to be.
Yeah,
No way that was not a real cat.
Holy shit, that was an actual cat.
That was no
It said, we said, or what did it say?
Get me on camera.
It said, get me on camera.
Look.
It said, get me on camera, and then we found a cat. The cat was in the window.